Hey class, it's Mr. Bechtel. Hope everyone's having a good time at home. We're going to do our first lesson in basketball. I know before we left school, we had a couple lessons, but we're going to start from the beginning. And the first thing we're going to talk about is dribbling in basketball. Let's talk about a couple points in dribbling. When we're dribbling, we want to have a good athletic stance. Right? We don't want to be standing straight up. We want to have our knees bent, shoulder width apart, and have a good athletic stance. Second, when we dribble the ball, we don't want to dribble really high like this. It should be about waist level. See how I'm dribbling that right at my waist? And then third is how we dribble. We want to dribble with the balls of our fingertips, not our palm. So I'm not dribbling like this. I'm not smacking down on the ball like this. I'm dribbling with the balls of my fingertips. If you could picture having a tack on your hand, a little sharp tack, and that tack can't hit the ball, else it will pop the ball. So you want to keep your palm off it. And we're pushing the ball to the ground and almost catching as it comes back up. So that would be dribbling. And lastly, as you start to get the hang of dribbling, you want to be able to look and see ahead of you so you can pass or dodge or whatever you need to do in basketball. If I'm continually looking down at the basketball, I can't see anything else on the floor. Okay? So, athletic stance, I dribble it at my waist, and I can use my offhand to protect the ball. So here I am, dribbling. Switch hands, dribbling here, offhand protected. And that is our first lesson in dribbling. Hey class, so the first couple drills I want to do are, if you have these things at home, a basketball and two cones, we're going to dribble using these two cones. We're first going to start, just like we said, athletic stance. Keep the ball in your right hand, and we're going to dribble right next to that cone. And we're going to dribble about 10 dribbles, as long as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch and do the same thing with our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do that a number of times, switching hands, practicing just dribbling the ball. And then we're going to do a figure 8 drill using the cones. Watch this. Start with my right hand. I want to try and keep my feet, exactly where they're at. And we're going to dribble the ball around the cones just with one hand, my right hand, and go around the cones in a figure 8 position. Keep going around. Do it as many times as you can. If you get good at it, start to try and do it without looking at the basketball. And then we switch hands and we'll do the same thing with the left hand. So here I am, doing the figure 8 here, dribbling around the cones, remembering to use the balls of my fingertips and not my palm to control the basketball. And do that as many times as you like to try and practice both. Okay, class. Another drill to help you protect the ball. All right? Start here, just like we talked about, shoulder width apart, knees bent. To protect the ball, have the ball behind me like this, and have my hand really close to that cone. And switch sides, same thing over here. Ball behind me, protecting it. Switching again over. Going back and forth, getting the ball protected each time I do it. We go with the last drill for this segment. All right, we just did dribbling right and then left, and then we did a figure 8 around the cones. And now we're going to do a dribble here, behind our back, back up front, behind our back and forth as many times as you can. The key is to trying to control the ball with your hand. You're not carrying the ball, but you're using your fingertips to move the ball. You manipulate it where you want it to go. Now you may make mistakes with this. I'm probably going to make one here. If you do, that's okay. Pick up the ball and try again. We're practicing how to dribble here. So we dribble here next to the cone, here, behind my back, other side, front of the cone, back, forth, front of the cone, back, forth, front of the cone, behind your back again, and go as many times as you can. Some of you, when you start to do this, will want to move your whole body, your waist this way, and try and throw the ball behind you and watch the ball run all the way to the yard. All right? You are getting lower, getting in your stance, and putting it crossing over right behind your back. Okay? So front, back, over, front, back, over, front, back, over. Remember, you have to get the ball behind you in this position to be able to cross over behind you. Okay?